They claim that Chrisean Rock was just jumped in Compton, and she now claims that Blueface was responsible for the entire incident. When a video of Chrisean Rock being jumped became viral online, Blueface instantly went online to clown her without even trying to act. At that point, Chrisean Rock lost it and began telling the truth about what actually happened. She's blaming him for setting her up and accuses him of sending people to perform his dirty work. But in typical Chrisean Rock fashion, she's going one step further and threatening Nevi Akira, his own new girlfriend. You all already know that you don't want to play with Chrisean Rock. Additionally, it appears that Nevi Akira is going to be caught in the crossfire. We must thus dissect this. As you are well aware, Chrisean Rock enjoys fighting and tussling with the hoes, thus she is no stranger to getting into fights. She has a habit of jumping people on villains. The gang activity that resulted in her being jumped, however, is what makes this especially disturbing. She has reportedly been obsessed with the Crips, and they advised her to avoid Compton interviews.
They said you can't come where? Compton, but look, I'm here, baby. With the squad, though.
However, you all know that nobody likes to be heard. Therefore, it appeared that things would be cool after she spent some time in Compton. However, the next thing we know, she was slapped in the face while having a sexual encounter with a girl. In the video, Chrisean Rock slapped the girl after attempting to take her phone. Prior to it, there was absolutely no significant disagreement. The slap just sprang out of nowhere. Look at it.
Don't grab my phone from me. 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 I don't give a fuck. You snatch my phone like I'm some work ass bitch. You got the phone.
Everyone is aware now that Chrisean Rock can be Chrisean Rock, even though she can be difficult to manage. She wasn't being messy in the video this time. Everyone could see that the girls were merely trying to find a reason to jump her. Additionally, because the first girl remarked, "Blueface a Crip," viewers began to assume that Blueface might have been involved in one way or another.
No. You can't get the Crip. King of the Crip.
We're going to need to revisit this in a short while, so please remember this. In any case, things swiftly got out of hand and became a brutal altercation. Chrisean Rock was immediately grabbed by several women. However, you already know that she is capable of holding her own if you have witnessed her battle villains. Hunger was swinging, so she did precisely that.
No. Hey, Mo. Hey, get in there. Chrisean, get in there. Chrisean, get in there. Get it. Hey, Mo, anyone of you niggas touch my home?
Mo. It was difficult, y'all. However, she managed to survive. This is when things started to get interesting. As you can see, the girls who jumped her boasted about their ability to jump in multiple social media videos, appearing to be proud of themselves.
Stop fucking with Blueface, bitch! You gonna get beat up again? And all the crabs. We not crabs over here, we crabs! I know what the fuck going on, bitch. And if you still need that Chrisean, you can get that.
Fucking on a shit suit that you gon' hit who?
Try to hit up the homies talking about you in the face from me, bitch. I'm not hiding.
Given that there were 5 of them up against Chrisean Rock and they were unable to defeat her, you would expect that they would be ashamed and cover their faces. They kept bringing up Blueface's name though, you know? And it was obvious at this point that he was somehow connected. However, in classic Blueface Chrisean Rock drama, things swiftly got out of control. Fans began to speculate that Blueface had a close relationship with the girls he wanted to leap Chrisean Rock on in exchange for them dating bad guys. As crazy as it may seem, Blueface has been boasting about his plans to make another. It's not too unbelievable, I suppose.
I'm trying to take God's credit, bro.
I'm taking God's credit, no. God sent me for you. All that passionate shit you used to be popping back in the day is crazy. Now it's a whole different story.
Cause you're trying to say, babe, I didn't have no divine to my life.
You didn't. You had a backpack and a pair of cleats.
So what?
That's your objective of me putting all this work in. It would have been somebody else. Somebody else would have did it. Did I come looking for Chrisean Rock divined already? Or did Chrisean Rock come to me out of desperation?
How out of desperation? You're hosting a show, that's business.
You're a goofy bitch.
That's not true.
Okay, so it took something for you to get 7 tattoos, right, you goofy bitch?
Stop talking to me crazy.
Then stop being goofy.
Penn fans began to suspect this. However, as the females posted another video in which they tagged Lemuel Plummer, Natalie Nunn, and Zeus Network.
Nobody has no marks on their face, not a scratch,
No,
nothing.
she did not.
She did not do shit.
How did the clip look?
Y'all got the end of the fight. That was the ass end of it.
You had to be there to see it, ma.
Thank you.
Nobody got dropped. No, nothing. No, and she did not
You
get
got
jumped.
slapped and you never even fight me.
She did not get jumped, bro. She fought one, and then right when she got done, then I went in, baby. Come on.
Period. And you calling the homies talking about, oh, you want to fight the bitch that slapped you? Bitch, I'm not hiding. We could get that. We can get that.
So, at this moment, there's more to the situation than we know. But it became hotter, you know? Don't ever play with the Crip, Blueface tweeted, perhaps confirming the rumors that he will be making an appearance. The D is yours to play with, but not the C. I don't understand this man's arrogance in arranging for the mother of his child. However, Chrisean Rock eventually made the decision to share her side of the story. And she disclosed that Blueface called her right after following the altercation and requested a meeting.
But I'm letting y'all know, bro, at the end of the day, I don't need security. I'm okay. It is like, you know, I will rock with security. That ain't gonna be for, oh, cause I'm scared. I'm not scared. I would have left. For real. I'm not. It's just like, you know, I'm gonna be honest. This week I've been going through, it got nothing to do with nothing that just happened. Then my baby father calling. Like, what's up? He called me in the middle of me sitting in the car. They telling me pull out. I said I'm not pulling out. My baby father on the call. Keep Chrisean, Blue. Get off my phone. Hang up. What? You don't even call for the baby. What are you calling me for now? Oh, I'm about to come over. No, I have a strict program. I'm in the bed by 8:30. You're not coming over here. I'm not going over there. Stay over there. I'm gonna do good just being celibate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. No, that's a trap. No. I don't need fake love.
She was correct. Therefore, when she said that it was a setup, those girls tried playing and then got in the field. She wrote on Instagram after spilling more tea. You're afraid to go to Compton, let alone your own neighborhood, Blueface. Nobody felt punk or afraid. It was a straight-up 6 against 1. What did they get? The girl who attempted to smack me was afraid to actually fight. Rather than going one-on-one, she sent 5 girls after me. Additionally, she called Blueface out, telling him to stop engaging in phony politics. You're not real. I have influence over everyone, even my baby daddy. Don't play with LA gang culture, Blueface retorted. Some people you don't even know will give you a slap in the face. Even more bizarre is Chrisean Rock's allegation that Blueface planned to have her jumped despite being aware that she was with their son at the time. Go to your hood without security, she wrote. Oh, I forgot, you stay in Santa Clarita. You're a side dude, not a real one. Since your son is usually with me, a true baby father would have sent for me before I got to any place. Y'all, this is really dangerous. So some people believe intervention is needed to protect the child from the ongoing chaos involving Chrisean Rock and Blueface. However, Chrisean Rock went on another tirade in which she vowed to exact revenge on Blueface. She also threatened to jump his new partner, aiming to interfere with her appearance. For a while now, people on the streets have been claiming that Chrisean Rock is jealous of Nevia Kira, Blueface's new girlfriend. This may help explain why her aggression seems more focused on Nevia Kira rather than Blueface himself. Even though Nevia Kira and Blueface have only been dating for a short time, she's already catching strays and nearly getting jumped because of his behavior. She also allegedly got into a heated argument with Blueface's mother. Carlisa and nearly threw hands with her, suggesting she is drawn to that kind of chaotic lifestyle. It appears Chrisean Rock hasn't changed much at all. Just like before, she seems willing to fight anyone. But is she as reckless as Blueface? Time will tell. Many believe it's only a matter of time before Chrisean Rock follows through on her threats toward Nevi Akira, so all eyes remain on this situation. The drama is far from over, and it feels like it's only going to get more twisted from here. At this point, everything surrounding the situation feels extremely volatile. What started as a single confrontation has now turned into layers of accusations, online threats, family involvement, and non-stop internet speculation. And when things reach this level, it stops being entertainment and starts becoming genuinely dangerous. Too many people are emotionally invested, too many egos are involved, and too much of this is playing out publicly for it to end cleanly. One of the most alarming aspects. Here's how quickly situations like this escalate when social media becomes the battleground. Every post, every caption, every indirect comment adds fuel to an already burning fire. Instead of cooling things down, it pushes everyone deeper into a cycle of reaction, retaliation, and resentment. And once pride takes over, logic usually disappears. What makes this even more complicated is the involvement of children, families, and new partners who did not create this history but are now forced to live inside it. When unresolved trauma and past conflict collide with public attention, the fallout rarely stays contained. It spills into real life, affecting mental health, safety, and long-term consequences that no viral moment is worth. Many people watching from the outside feel conflicted. Some sympathize with the pain and frustration being expressed, while others worry that this pattern keeps repeating with no real resolution in sight. There's a difference between standing up for yourself and being pulled into chaos that never truly ends. And right now, it feels like everyone involved is stuck in that gray area. Another important point is accountability. The internet often chooses sides quickly, but real accountability requires calm conversations, boundaries, and sometimes stepping away entirely. When everything becomes a public spectacle, truth gets buried under emotion, and intention gets lost in reaction. That's when misunderstandings turn into long-term damage. At the end of the day, this situation reflects something bigger than just one fight or one argument. It highlights how fame, ego, unresolved relationships, and online validation can turn personal conflict into something uncontrollable. And once it reaches that stage, nobody really wins, no matter how loud their voice is or how many people support them online. For now, all eyes remain on what happens next. Will someone choose to de-escalate? Will boundaries finally be drawn? Or will this continue spiraling until something irreversible happens? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this story is far from over, and every next move will be watched closely. Let me know what you think about this situation. Do you believe this could have been avoided, or was it always bound to reach this point? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. And stay tuned because if anything changes, we'll be right back with the full breakdown.